It's official. I am now
Da,
dancing.
da, 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 da.
Exactly. I am now dancing to the music, Lamb.
Sorry, I was dancing.
I know. I'm now dancing to the music, dude. So, all right. We are on day 387. No, no, we are not on day 387.
17. Come on, it's not that hard. 17 to 21.
17. I love it. I love it.
Why do I always have to hold the boundaries? I don't get that. We just get to organically flow.
Really?
I'm the one that's worried about everything else. The background.
Really? You're the one holding the boundaries? Really? So you guys,
I want to know how to fly free. Come on, damn it! I'm an eagle. I'm not a turkey. All right, that was a movie.
so tonight is all about freedom, everyone. Clearly, Adam feels a lot of freedom. I don't know what's going on. So we are talking about finding freedom in these times of great change. Like, how do you find freedom? Aren't we jailed in by everything that's going on? Is that's what's happening? And so, what does freedom even mean? And then, does it mean all your circumstances have to change so you can feel good? Or does freedom actually mean something else? And I'm gonna put it out there that it actually means something else. So today is day 17, freedom facing forward in times of great change. We're on day 17 of the 21. And I want you to know that we have just finished an amazing first day of embodiment. So I'm
Yeah, so
all,
I don't care about that. What I want you to know is that every day,
yes,
5:55
yes.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're here with you. YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Count on it. We're here.
What he said. Exactly what he said. Every day at 5:55 Eastern Time. You can join us on Facebook.com/Wide Awakening or LinkedIn/Jennifer Huff, or you can just go straight to YouTube, where all of the 17 days so far have been recorded, and you can go back and listen to amazing experts.
You know, you almost said Yoo-hoo, right?
Oh, that's
It's a
it's
Southern thing. I get it. Like after a while, you know, you
late.
Canadians just get assimilated into our environment.
It's late. It's late. So, you guys, we've had an amazing day in embodiment, and we finished it off with an amazing scalar wave technology meditation. And there's a certain freedom in being able to transcend the physical, but again, that's still your circumstances needing to change in order for you to feel good. It could be, oh, I need to move houses before I can feel good. Oh, we talked today about how, someone was talking about her job. She was a nurse during COVID. And then after that, she's now in a lot of hospitals been corporatized, which means that you work 12-hour shifts, which is kind of crazy when you're taking care of people's health. And so she was talking about how stressed out everybody is. And she was talking about, do I need to change my job in order to actually find a way to freedom? Do I need to, and the response is a resounding no. The freedom is in actually activating, our ability to, the dog is going to bark, to exercise our voises, hence the
Us,
dog.
us, shh, shush, shush.
I wonder if that's going to work.
You just did. Oh, prove me wrong.
So freedom does not involve changing your circumstances. It actually involves plugging in to your sense of belonging, not to this world. Because as soon as you try to belong to this world, that's when your freedom starts to be taken away, at least metaphysically speaking. Because as soon as you try to belong to society, you should look a certain way, you have, certain colors that suit you, you have, you should be a certain height, or you should weigh a certain thing. As soon as you have all the confines of how a person should behave in polite company and all of those things, what happens is that the confines of what you're being told that you should be or do, uh, because you've decided that you want to belong, put a tremendous to society, by the way, put a tremendous all of those shoulds, musts, and have tos put a tremendous amount of stress on your nervous system because it kind of turns your cells and your receptor sites outwards so that you're kind of facing life vigilant for whether you're doing it right or not. That is extremely stressful. Freedom in times of great change, true freedom, is what Katerina put as her word in the thread. And I encourage you all to say where you're calling in from and what your word is today. Glenda's saying, it was freaking awesome. So she's saying that about embodiment because Glenda was an embodiment today. And what I want to share with you guys is true freedom is being able to distinguish between belonging to the entire universe. In other words, the divine that created you. Okay. It's getting connected to your sovereignty as an expression of something greater than you, and then letting that dream you. And when the dream that dreams you is living your actions, words, and deeds, you are truly free because now you are no longer beholden to the societal norms, shoulds, musts, and have tos. Not that you wouldn't follow them, just that the greater calling is from a future that's beckoning, that has you be in the greatest expression of yourself, and your greater priority of being dreamt by the reason you were born now has you utilize those shoulds, musts, and have tos as conduits towards the reason why you're alive. And so true freedom means living that way. It doesn't mean living such that you're surviving every day, trying to not have political conversations with your family. This woman who works in the hospital, who is just so amazing. This woman found freedom in understanding that even though everyone within the hospital is extremely stressed out, and of course, the people that have had trauma in their past have become quite reactive in these 12-hour days, trying to help all these people live their lives and be healthy. And they all care. But some of them handle the demands of the day so much better than others. And so the overflow of their stress spills out onto everybody else, right? And so why I share this with you is because this woman's possible solution, as I mentioned earlier, was to leave her job. But what we came to today in the embodiment workshop was that you actually don't need to do that. We start to understand that a problem or an issue cannot exist without a simultaneous set of solutions being available through the laws of physics. Those solutions that become available are now accessible only when you're curious on the adventure and willing to get your heart and your frequency to a certain place where the solutions are. So we did this really powerful exercise, which is a physical exercise, so we can't do it right now. But that physical exercise that we actually did with a woman who runs 100-mile marathons once a week. What? 100 miles a week. Can you imagine? And she does it all at once. She doesn't do it over the course of the week. She does it all at once, right? So when we did the exercise to demonstrate to the nurse how the universe works, the nurse actually said, "Oh my God, I can feel possibility open up." And then the entire group of 60 or 70 people in embodiment generated such amazing ideas to change the culture of her workplace that by the end, this nurse got so inspired. That's freedom. The existence of what is. So listen very close. We're going to close with this idea. You stop being interested in complaining about what is. This is freedom. And you start being interested in what could be. And then you become a relentless champion of what could be until such time as what could be comes to fruition. Then you do the work to line up with solution by solution by solution by solution to the things that move the energy. And that way, she could leave her job, she could not leave her job. But the mood and the joy with which she approaches her job is now entirely different. And instead of recreating the same drama in the next job, which she would, because we all create based on where we're at emotionally and metaphysically. So she would bring that with her. Because she changed her relationship to her job, and she's going to change it even more, her magnetics shifted now to having a job that actually gives her an outlet to create new possibility where there seemingly was none. It was powerful. That's freedom. If you can create possibility where there was none, it wouldn't matter what circumstance you were in. And if you could receive the ideas where there were none, that's true freedom. And it's a way of being. And there are exercises and ways of shifting that. The first step is always to know that it's possible. So I'm going to leave you with that tonight. Before you go to bed tonight, do one of the exercises we shared earlier in the 21 days. Say, I declare this day complete. Higher consciousness, take command. I'm available to transcendent results. Show me in the morning. So that is one tool to be able to make yourself available. As you do it consistently, you get more and more consistent, powerful results. Yeah? Now, as you collect evidence that you can change, what happens is you start to be able to, now it takes a little bit of time, but once you collect enough evidence, you just be able to actually make that your default way of living. So good. So you guys, again, we're here again tomorrow at 5:55. So excited to be with you here today after an incredible embodiment experience, day one. Whatever happens tomorrow, I promise I'll share a little bit more. So you can find all of the recordings on YouTube. And we highly recommend you listening to some of the amazing guests that we've had on. I adore you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. We're going to have an amazing guest. We are having an amazing guest tomorrow on day 18 and giving you guys just hopefully you can feel my vibes and that they're spilling over onto you, knowing for you, if you don't know for yourself, I know, like I know after working with thousands of people, that the freedom to live into the future, to actually face forward, comes from knowing that you're a divine child of the infinite. not a divine child of civilization, but a divine child of the infinite that considers all things before you are born. Coming to that conclusion is the first step of living in total freedom. All right. See you next time. Love you.